Before we get into today's chat, I want to share a little resource that we've just released. As you might know, in our checkout episodes, I ask our e-commerce guests, do you have a book or a podcast that you recommend our listeners get into? Well, I've taken all of those book recommendations, and there's over 100 of them, plus the stories that go behind them, and put them into their own book called The Book Recommendations of E-Commerce Experts. Yeah, I know, it's totally original. You will never, ever run out of reading ideas again. You can download that one now for free over on add-to-cart.com.au.
Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get through your Friday. Here's your host, Bushy.
Today's checkout features Matt Herbert, co-founder and co-CEO of Tracksuit, a B2B SaaS marketing platform delivering affordable market research and brand tracking to help consumer brands answer the question, is what we're doing working? With over 1,300 clients, including Heaps Normal, Culture Kings, Bondi Sands, and Guzman and Gomez, Tracksuit raised $5 million at the start of the year and is now expanding into the US. Matt, welcome to the checkout. We've learned all about what you're building over at Tracksuit, and very exciting. And thank you for sharing all your insights around brand and brand building for e-commerce. But we're here to learn a little bit more about you. I've got 5 quick questions. Number 1, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
I talked to our team about this as I was coming onto the podcast, and I can't say it's mine, but a colleague said that she bought Elvis Presley's pajamas and have them framed on her wall. Incredible, weird, but I've got to give it to her.
That is good. Early Elvis or late Elvis?
Early Elvis.
That is pretty cool. That is good. All right, number 2, who is your favorite retailer?
Nike. Gonna go with Nike. We took the team. We booked out a cinema and took the team to watch Air around Nike and how they signed Michael Jordan. And I think Nike for me epitomizes brands. You know, shoes, clothing. There are a lot of shoes and clothing brands out there, but the community that they've built, the brand that they've built over the years, you've got your products, but you look at Nike and it's so much more than just the products that they sell.
Absolutely. I think Air was just this gift for e-commerce teams and being able to have a team bonding activity. I was over at LSKD the other day and talking to Jace, and he was like, yeah, we just took the whole team out to watch Air. I was like, yeah, it was like a good excuse to get out.
I think you look at a lot of the brands that we're supporting as a company ourselves, and you see the basketball floor within the big organization. It's tight knit, it's roll the sleeves up, it's getting it done. And I think a lot of companies will see a lot of themselves in those, and especially in the early days as well.
Nike a potential client?
We'd love Nike as a potential client. We'd love them as a client.
All right, number 3. Which e-commerce practice do you wish was history?
Over-investing in performance marketing.
Do you think it's going to come off this year? Are we hooked on a drug?
I think we're getting to a point where there's realization that in order for us to grow successful e-commerce brands, we need to do both at the same time.
60-40, hey? You can hear more about the 60-40 rule back in our main chat. All right, number 4. Can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners should immediately get into?
Book, Future Demands, written by our co-founder, James Herman, all around why building brands important, especially for scaling consumer businesses. We can put a link to where to find that. The podcast to listen to goes into a lot more depth and fundamentals and specifics around a lot of what we've talked about today.
That'd be great. Did you learn anything by reading it, or you're like, oh, well, I already knew this. He's talked about this all the time.
Always learning. Always learning. Simplifies it. I think it simplifies the concept of a philosophy of marketing. As marketing has 2 jobs: build future demands, capture existing demands, and the book and the podcast touches on that really, really well.
Lovely. All right, we'll add links into the show notes for that. Last question I have for you. Finish this sentence. The future of retail is?
Brand-led.
Why would it be anything else? Matt, thank you so much for joining us on the checkout.
Fantastic. Thank you.
To hear more from Matt, jump back into episode 309, where Matt shares how Tracksuit gathers quality insights about your brand, the calculator that allocates budget to maximum effect, and how best to survive the downturn. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.